War. It's a crucible, a test of human endurance, a forge where ordinary men and women become heroes. Throughout history, countless American soldiers have answered the call, stepping into danger, their bravery echoing through the ages. This is a story about 10 such soldiers. 10 extraordinary individuals who, amidst the chaos of battle, rose above and beyond, embodying courage and sacrifice. Their stories remind us of the profound impact one person's actions can have on the world. We must remember these heroes, not just their names, but their deeds and sacrifices. This is their story. Picture this. The Argonne Forest, 1918. The air thick with fog and fear. Machine guns roared, pinning down the American advance. Sergeant Alvin York faced those German machine guns, outnumbered, outgunned, the odds against him. With nerves of steel, he charged into enemy fire, silencing their deadly chatter. He was a small-town kid from Texas, barely old enough to shave, yet Audie Murphy became a legend in World War II. Pinned down by German fire, his unit suffered heavy casualties. Without hesitation, Murphy charged, shielding his comrades, returning fire with fury. He held the line, saving his men, etching his name in heroism. D-Day, Normandy. The very air crackled with fear and anticipation. For Captain Richard Winters and his men, the Easy Company, hell awaited on the beaches below. Jumping into the maelstrom, Winters rallied his men, his calm demeanor a beacon amidst the chaos. He led from the front, always. Through hedgerow battles and desperate firefights, Winters' courage never wavered, his leadership inspiring his men to acts of extraordinary bravery. Chapter 4, Lieutenant Michael Murphy, Unbreakable. Afghanistan 2005, Operation Red Wings, a mission behind enemy lines, a desperate fight for survival. Lieutenant Michael Murphy and his small team of Navy SEALs found themselves surrounded, outmatched, their position overrun. Despite being wounded, Murphy refused to yield. He drew enemy fire, protecting his men, his courage unwavering in the face of certain death. Chapter 5, Sergeant First Class Paul R. Smith, Guardian Angel. The thunder of battle echoed across the Iraqi desert. Danger lurked around every corner. Smith, a combat engineer, protected his men, building a makeshift medical aid station. When enemy forces attacked, Smith stood his ground. With his .50 caliber machine gun, he held the enemy at bay, buying time for his comrades. Chapter 6, Major Richard Bong, Ace of Aces. The skies above the Pacific roared with aerial combat. Dogfights, a ballet of death as pilots dueled for supremacy. Major Richard Bong, a quiet young man from Wisconsin, possessed preternatural skill in his P-38 Lightning. He became a legend, the Ace of Aces, shooting down over 40 Japanese aircraft. Chapter 7, Corporal Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector's courage. Okinawa, 1945. One of the bloodiest battles of the Pacific War raged on. Amidst the carnage, one man stood apart. Corporal Desmond Doss, a combat medic, refused to carry a weapon. Unarmed, he risked his life to save others. He dragged over 75 wounded soldiers to safety. Chapter 8, Captain Florent Groberg, The Ultimate Sacrifice. The streets of Afghanistan, a place where danger lurked around every corner. For Captain Florent Groberg and his men, every patrol was a dance with death. August 8, 2012. A suicide bomber approached their patrol. Without hesitation, Groberg, with no regard for his own safety, tackled the bomber, pushing him away. The explosion threw Groberg through the air, leaving him severely wounded, yet his selfless act undoubtedly saved the lives of his comrades. Chapter 9, Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta Valor under fire. The Korengal Valley of Afghanistan, a place of stark beauty, but also of unimaginable danger. It was here that Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta faced his greatest test. October 25, 2007, Giunta's unit came under heavy enemy ambush, a hail of bullets and rocket-propelled grenades. Without hesitation, Giunta charged into the teeth of the enemy fire, his bravery saving the lives of his comrades, his actions etching his name in the pantheon of American heroes. Chapter 9, Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta Valor under fire. The Korengal Valley of Afghanistan, a place of stark beauty, but also of unimaginable danger. It was here that Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta faced his greatest test. October 25, 2007, Junta's unit came under heavy enemy ambush, a hail of bullets and rocket-propelled grenades. Without hesitation, Junta charged into the teeth of the enemy fire, his bravery saving the lives of his comrades, his actions etching his name in the pantheon of American heroes. Chapter 10. Private First Class Ross McGinnis, A Hero's Last Act, Iraq, 2006. 19-year-old Private First Class Ross McGinnis was on patrol with his unit, their Humvee rumbling through the dangerous streets of Adamiyah. Suddenly a grenade sailed over the wall, landing inside their vehicle. Time seemed to slow down. McGinnis didn't hesitate. He could have jumped to safety, but instead he threw himself onto the grenade, his body absorbing the blast, saving the lives of his 4 friends. These are just 10 stories. 10 examples of countless acts of heroism by American soldiers. Their courage and sacrifice should inspire us all. It's our duty to remember, to keep their memories alive, to ensure their sacrifices were not in vain. Let their courage be a beacon guiding us towards a brighter future.